See the little trees? Doesn't that look cool? Okay, let me get some things here. Okay, now I bought some 1-quart colors that we're going to put on the layout to give it some detail before we put the trees on and the flocking. So I bought a bunch of trees. These are all the trees that I bought. And these are like $10 for a whole pack of trees. And then this is the flocking that I've had. And this was some flocking that I was doing, testing it. And let's set this right here for right now. So we got 9 people watching. So let's see how the layout goes together now. So we've got this new corner finished. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see what it looks like. We got that corner over there finished. So let's finish. Let's see if everything fits together correct. And that goes right here. We have enough room here. Yep, that fits good. That fits good. Got a straight track here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this track up and then I'm going to start detailing the layout. I'm going to start detailing the layout so you guys can see different colors. We're going to do some other colors, and this green is just kind of like a base. All right, because you want to get at least white. Get rid of all the white, so we're just covering the base. All right, so let's okay. That looks cool. Okay. So I got 5 different colors. These are going to be texture colors that I'm going to give the layout a initial coating. The whole layout will have a coating. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so we need to get, all right, so we have a crossover there, crossover there. So did everybody watch Anthony Bateman? Anthony Bateman had this really cool video yesterday with his family racing on his layout, which was really cool. Well, you gotta put this together correctly, or else who is it? What?
Can I play my iPad?
Huh?
Can I play my iPad?
I don't know if I should.
Well, I think you should.
All right, we'll ask the live stream. Should I give
Okay.
David his iPad? Should I give David his iPad?
There's a Sharpie on the floor.
Should David have his iPad? Sure, so you can work. I think both of them are downstairs over by my second computer.
Okay. Thank you, Papa.
Okay, now we've got it plugged in. Now let's see if we have continuity. Who is it? All right, these are the 5 colors that I have that we're going to paint the entire layout. So what I'm doing now is, let's test the track. Okay, we'll test the track to make sure everything runs right. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? You know how many of these three-dimensional layouts they made in the 60s? They made one for the James Bond movies. It retailed for $39. It was 4 sections. And it was completely detailed. Just like this. It was in 4 sections. Prefab, $39 retailed, $39. $39. Can you believe it? Look at that, isn't that sweet? Oh, I love this layout. We're gonna have races on this. This is true slot cars right here. This is it. This is what you want to build at home right here. You want to build this at home. This is the 4x4 layout. 4x4 layout. Okay, now we've driven it around. Now we're going to do some detail painting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the track up. So we're going to pull this up in sections. Because we don't want to get the track any more damaged than it is. Oh, that brown is good. Wow, some of these colors are really going to be nice. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That's going to be a good color. Now, I just bought quartz. And these quartz are like $11. So I probably could provide the different colors. But you just need grays and browns and grays. Because grays is what we're going to do around the rocks. These are all flat colors. So that we can, because you always want to use a flat color. So what we're going to do is we're going to experiment right here. So I'm going to be creative. I'm going to show you how we're going to transform this section with different colors. Okay. So these are I'll show you real quick. These are the different colors. These are the different colors that we have. Okay, so we have grays, we have a bright green like grass, and then browns for dirt, and a lighter brown, and then a dark green, okay, for darker areas. And then So like that's an area right there. We just, but I wanted to just experiment with the grass on that. So this is the area I had the glow in the dark Corvettes. I had a super duper looper. Well, let's get flocking. No, we're not gonna flock yet. I'll show you what we're gonna do here. Kind of get right here, because we're gonna concentrate on this area right here. Okay, so we're gonna need some greens, some browns, and some grays. So let's put some of these colors right here. And I'll use this green here. And now what's really cool about it is you just need one brush. You don't need 100 brushes to do this. But I'll use 2 of them. Okay, so for example, like the gray, so we're gonna do the bridge embankment. Put a little gray on that. That's the embankment, and then we'll cover this rock. This is a gloss. We want to get that rock covered with these are all flat colors. And then you take some of this brown and you dot it in there like this. And then we take a little bit of green. We want to add some green just to give it depth and color. I'm being Bob Ross, just so you know. Okay, so what we're doing, we're just giving it, you're giving it texture, because then we're going to put the flocking on it, and that gives it the 3-dimensional effect, okay? That's what's really cool about it. So like right here, so this corner over here, we can use 3 different colors to transform this area into a complete different area. So we'll put some gray right here. Let's get some gray right here. All right. Get some right here. Get some gray right here, like there's a rock there, texture. See how the colors are blending into that gray? Then we'll get some brown. We'll get some brown over here. Put a little bit more gray on here. Then we'll put some green. up here. Because the grass really only grows on the flat areas. So you only want the green on the top. And this is all flat, so this will all dry a flat color, which will give it a really awesome texture. Put some gray over here. Now this right here, this is going to be brown because we've cut that out of the mountain. So we want to give that some brown. So we're going to give it some dark brown because that's like a rock fall. So we're gonna take some dark brown. See, that's dark brown. We're gonna put that right here. See how that dark brown is going to give that a different texture. And then we'll flock all this. Now we don't want to do the whole thing. We just want to do where the rock was cut. See that? Isn't that cool? So what is your opinions? Let's see here. Wow. That's coming along, Brian. When you're finally going to be done with it. It's going to be a while. It had a go. Now this all here is going to be, let's see, let's finish this area right here. Let's get some, we'll get some brown over here. Then we'll get some light brown. Put some light brown right here. And then we're going to get some, we want to paint that's a rock. We want to paint that rock gray. Right there, that's a rock. And then we'll get some green. I do need one more brush. Let me get another brush, guys. See, right now you can see it, but you got to wait until it dries. Let's get one more brush here for the greens because I don't want to dilute the green. Now what you can do is take a little bit of brown and interject it inside of that green. Intermix that green. That looks so sweet. Oh my gosh, this is looking better. It's all gonna grow. And what's really cool about it, it's all gonna be flat green. They're all flat colors. They're not any gloss. So this is gonna look pretty sweet. And you bring a little brown into it, and you just do it sporadically. Now you have a brownish, greenish. And then when I spray the flocking on it, I have this. I'm going to use a glue, a Elmer's glue, and then I'm going to spray it, and then the flocking will glue right to the layout. Look at this. Now, what we want to do is you see the brown down here, but we don't want it to be solid brown. So what we want to do is try to get some gray in it, and then we'll paint over that just a little bit. See, like this. All right, just like this. Okay. And then we take the brown and we kind of mix it in there just to give it texture. We want it to have texture. Okay, we want it to have a mixtured texture. All right, just like over here. We're going to do this over here. Like this whole area over here is going to be a cliff. And we're going to have bushes growing here. We're going to have bushes growing in this corner here. Once I plant, I'm going to glue them in. You'll see here, well, I'm going to paint this right here like this. Now we're not going to go all the way on top, because the grass always grows the best on the top. Okay, so we're going to leave the top, and then down here we're going to allow grass to grow here too. I'll be sporadically painting the grass. Okay. And then I'll get some gray here, just a little gray, just to give it some gray. And then we'll give it a little bit of green, just a tad of green. And then we'll get the brown again. This is, we're going to have some light brown here. We want to get some light colors into that dark brown, because we want to have it a double color. Because you want to have your colors intermixed. Tim would agree with me on that. I know I'm not the greatest artist, but Tim would agree that you want to mix your colors to give it a, because you're going to be looking at this from a distance. And so when you look at it from a distance, you're going to say, wow, that looks like a real mountain. And that's what's so cool about it. And then we take some green. Now the green will be on the top again. This will be the flat area, so this will be the grass here. Okay. This will all be the grass. And then, like, there are flat surfaces, we can put a little bit of grass here. Okay. Then we can have a little bit of grass here. A little bit of grass there. And we're going to get some grass right here. Any area that's flat is always going to have grass. That is going to be your grass area, the flat. That's going to be your texture, or that's going to be your detailing. Wow, that looks better than I thought it was going to do. Oh my gosh, look at this. And this is just the first, wait till I put the, oh my gosh, look at that. So let's put some layers let's put some layers into that brown to give it some strata layer. So I want a strata layer here. Then we'll put a strata layer here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is better. This is better than I thought it was going to look. Oh, now Derek is... I don't think Derek could ever leave me alone for one day. I really don't think so. Hey, you are messing up now. No, I'm not. Oh my gosh. I don't think he could go 24 hours without sending me a text message. I really don't think so. Now let's put some green on here. Now let's see what this bright green, how this bright green looks. This is a little more brighter. See, and then what I do is this. Watch this. You guys ready for something really cool? You guys want to see something really cool? Watch this. What do you think of that? Isn't that cool? Let's see that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Isn't that sweet? Wow. Holy moly. Now this is going to be really cool right here. Watch what I do here. I want to get some real brown in there. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. See, now it's very glossy right now because the paint is wet, but this is flat. So when this paint dries, it's all going to be flat color. There's going to be no reflection. Okay, which right now it gives it a kind of a wet plastic look. Once that paint dries, you'll have a completely different color. Now let's do this bridge embutment over here. Put that over here. Let's get some gray. see, you don't need to do super detail because you're going to be putting the flock down, and once you flock, that's going to cover a lot of indiscrepancies. That's what's so cool about it. See, and then we'll get the green over here. And you have little spots of green. That's the abominable snowman. Trees look awesome. Yeah, wait till you see all the trees. I've got over 100 trees I'm going to be putting on this layout. 100 trees. 100. Here we go. It's really come along. Does that look awesome? Look at that. You really want to intermix the colors, which it gives it a 3D effect. You really want to do that. You see how that looking over there, how that looks like, it was cut out of the mountain, and the brown, the dirt is there. You've got the brown. Then here you got some grass over here. Wow. That looks pretty cool. Some brown. light brown and some brown. We got two browns over here, which will give me some good textures. Wow, that looks really good. Let's come over here and give you guys a look at it again. Now wait until that, see that's still glossy. It's gonna dry flat. Flat. Well, what do you guys think? What are the comments? Gosh, we've already been doing this an hour. Holy moly. I can't believe how fast time flies when I'm having fun. Oh my gosh. Well, I can only do a little bit more. So I'm going to do this corner here. Actually, you know what? I'll do this area right here. Because I got to, before I can do any more, I got to let it dry. So let's put this here. That's going to be for the gravel. I thought that I should do that on all the, when I lay the track down. And let's get some green over here. And we'll put some brown on later. So we're doing this corner here right now. This area here, we're going to do this area here. Add some green. Add some more green. Add some more green. That's all green there. And then we're going to put a little brown. We're going to put a little stripe of brown dirt right along here. And then we'll let that dry, and then we'll do a touch it up with some gray. Once that dries, here is all going to be brown. Because we cut into the mountain, so that's why it has a brown effect to it. We basically sliced into the mountain. Then we have some green over here. Green. And then when this is dry, I'll come by and touch up to kind of like mesh it together. But right now, looks pretty cool. Get that over here. It's all grass. And then we'll put a brown slash right here. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? My gosh, wait till I put that track down again. Oh my gosh, once this dries, this is supposed to be flat. It better be flat. It says flat. It better be, that's for sure. Or else I'm going to go get my money back. here. Okay. Well, we've done it for normally I want to keep these videos to an hour. Let me do one more corner, this corner right here. And so we're going to need some brown. 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 Right to the end here. Brown. Brown. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll get some light brown because we want to intermit. We don't want that to be solid brown. We want it to be a mixture of brown. So let's pull up this track so we don't get the track all messed up. Let's get some other brown. This is a lighter brown. Let's intermact that in there to give it a second color for depth. And we'll get some gray in there, and then I'll intermix that together. We'll just get one little dab of gray just to give it some rock texture. We don't need a lot of paint on that. We just want, it's called dry brushing. We want to slowly just kind of go like this. So that it kind of gives the effect of strata. And now I'll put some green on top. get the green on top. Then we'll get some light green to give it some texture, some depth. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm Bob Ross, and I am the Bob Ross of slot car layouts. And you want to do this, you want to add on to your layout, this is the best way to have a lot of fun with your layout. Make it look realistic and have some fun. See that? Isn't that cool? What do you think? Any comments? Cool stuff. Yeah, step by step, just like putting a model together, gentlemen. It is. This is basically a model railroad, really. This is what I did when I was a kid. I used to make huge model railroads when I was in high school. Usually a 4x4 layout, my bedroom. And then Mac built me a thing where I could hang it from the ceiling. Okay, let's put some green, light green. We're gonna just spraddle around here so we get some different colors in there. Then we've got a nice big pine tree. We'll put a pine tree right here. That won't work. Put right here. We'll put about 50 of those trees up there. That'll look cool with about 50 trees. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but then I'm just going to stuff some paint in here like this, cover some gray on it, and then we're going to color some green on it like this. And it gives it a 3D effect. Tell you, it's not that difficult. Once this dries, it really kind of stands out. Once this dries, I hope this is flat black. This is all supposed to be flat paint, and I think she made a mistake. I think this is not flat. Now, what you're going to have to do is see the dripping paint. So I'm going to have to go through this later and touch up one color at a time. I'm not going to be able to do all the colors. I'm just going to be able to do one color at a time and touch up wherever it dripped. Wherever it dripped, I'm going to have to touch up. See, like that. You see that? I got to get that to go together. Oh man, it's got myself painted everywhere. Ah, shoot. But this is what I first did, but it just doesn't look like it's a flat color. I hope that's a flat. I hope that flattens out. Or I'm gonna be all messed up. I like that brown, how that brown kind of gives it that mountain look. Oh shoot, I put green in this. All right. That's supposed to be gray. Okay, that's gray. Okay, that's green. So that's brown. Cover that up. A light green. Dark brown. Green and gray. Okay. So that's the paint job so far. Now, what I'm going to do is when this is all finished, I'm going to paint the track where the track lays. That's going to be painted black. So when you put the track in it, it won't show any colors. So it's going to be solid black where the track lays. And then I'll put all the flocking, and then I'll put the trees in and the buildings. So this is what we got so far. What do you think? Do we have any opinions? Do I have any thumbs up? Do people like this? Is this giving people ideas on how to make a layout? It's very easy to make a layout. It's a fun thing to do. If you don't have anything to do, which I got plenty of things to do, but I'm doing this for my customers, okay? The only reason I'm doing this is for my customers, for you guys. I'm doing this just to show you how to make a layout. And that's really what it is. I mean, I got plenty of things to do today, but I wanted to at least, I was going to do a live stream yesterday, but I had to repair my door. I'll show you what I did. I didn't think, oh my gosh, that looks really good. Holy cow. It looks different when I'm showing it in the camera. Oh my gosh. I'll wait till that track is, here's what I had to do yesterday. Okay, so my door to the shed was shut. It never would shut. Okay, it never would shut. And I never do a project that I never had a problem with. And so Frankie helped me. Can you believe it? Frankie actually helped me. And look at the door shuts perfectly. Look at this, watch. Unbelievable. I got the whole door in, okay, and it works perfectly. That doesn't normally happen when I do a project. But Frankie was with me, and it went together. And see, it's got this cool little thing where you pull this down and your screen door is right here. Look at that, isn't that cool? So that is the, I better fold that up or that's gonna fall off and I'll be real mad. Okay, what do we got here? I have no idea what this stuff is. That's a Lego. What is that? Okay, if anybody knows anybody that wants to buy Legos, these are the giant Lego ships that I've made over the years. Plus I have these Lego ships. I have all these Legos. I have all these Legos. I have all the manuals going back to 2000. So if you know someone that wants to buy, plus I have a Ninja, I have a a carrier, an AT-AT, plus all these things are filled with Legos. If you know someone that wants to buy Legos, you have to pick them up though. And all these tubs are filled with Legos. This is all Legos over there on that table. These are all Legos. I'd like to get $30,000 because that's probably what they're worth. Man, that really turned out nice. These are some of the trees that we're gonna put in there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And we're gonna put, I've got over 100 trees to put in this layout. 100 trees. Can you believe it? Oh, it's gonna be sweet. Okay, now that looks like that's flat. Some of that looks flat. But I painted that a while ago. Why doesn't that look flat? Well, I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream today. I was going to do it yesterday, but I had to put that door on the house. And then I had to run 3 trips. I literally had to run 3 trips. First trip, I had to get some meat. And then I forgot to get this doorknob. So I got a doorknob. I got this doorknob, but it wouldn't fit this door. And it's the same doorknob. Then I had to go back. Then I came back and it wouldn't fit, so I had to go back to Home Depot, okay, to get the right. Then I just got the whole door. All right. And then somebody's been eating my chocolate covered peanuts, and I know who it is. It's Daniel. Daniel eats my chocolate covered peanuts. And and don't forget, we've got these cars coming. You don't want to forget get these on order. These are the ones, the top ones right here. I've got them all marked, the ones you should get. And then we got these here. I'll put number 1 on what cars to get. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the cars here if you want to get all these cars. We got the Chaparral, which is sweet. We've got the Firebird. Isn't that sweet, the Firebird? Every time the Firebird comes out, it sells out. And then the Silver Firebird. Unbelievable. Then you have this car. This is car number 1. Well, actually, I think it's car number 2. The Grand Coupe Corvette. Look at that, baby. Then you got this Shelby Cobra. All those are available now. Go to the website. You can place them on order now. We got a spring sale going on right now. Certain things are on sale, and you want to check that out. Model kits are big deal right now. They're 50% off. We're trying to close out our model kits, and we're moving out of models. We can't do everything right now. Maybe later on, once we've got, Ryan doesn't want to, I don't want to go there, but anyways, Ryan doesn't want to have any debt, and so it inhibits a retail business. And so, anyway, that's the way it is. I'm not upset about it. That's just the way it is. And so we got some great deals going on. We got the Winchester 1873 is on sale. Magnum Enterprise guns. Check out all the wonderful things that we have at ProTinkerToys.com. I want to thank everybody for watching this live stream. Bryan is right. This is the day and age. Let's see. Bryan is right in this day and age, though. Bryan, I don't understand. This is the right day age, though. Bryan, McLaren 1 and 2. I'll take the screen out during the Halloween and slide the window to get the bear. I've wanted to build a layout for years. I appreciate. It's very easy, Jimmy B. You will have the biggest fun, Jimmy B, by doing a layout. I'm not kidding. You'll have just a blast. I actually like to do videos, or I actually like building it. But the videos, I wish I had somebody that would do videos for me where I wouldn't have to worry about the camera, because then I just like to be creative and do things. All right, so I'm going to go in with the grandkids. The kids are at the house right now. I'm going to go in and be with the grandkids. I want to thank everybody for watching. We had 26 thumbs, or 23 thumbs up and 26 viewers. I appreciate all you people watching, and we will see you tomorrow morning on the live stream. We've got a big show tomorrow. Okay. Now, why all day shipping with Xavier? Why does that still show live? Huh. That's weird. It shows live. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys.